Good day, learners. Our subject for today is Math 5 for Quarter 3, Week 7. And our topic is time measurement. And the most essential learning competencies measures time using a 12-hour and 24-hour clock, reads time in 12-hour and 24-hour clock, calculates time in the different world time zones in relation to the Philippines. Solve word problems involving time. In this lesson, you will demonstrate understanding time, and as a learner, you are expected to A. Measure time using a 12-hour and a 24-hour clock. B. Calculate time in the different world time zones in relation to the Philippines. And C. Solve problems involving time. Look at the pictures below. These are objects that used to tell time. The first picture is a sundial. The second picture is a candle clock. The third picture is a water clock. And the last picture, this is what we call the gallery clock. And these are the objects that used to tell time. Time influences our daily activities such that we should keep track of it. We have to use our time wisely. From ancient times to about the end of the 16th century, sundials were used. Later, several devices were invented to keep time, like the candle clock and the water clock. Today, we have more sophisticated watches, digital clocks, and other electronic devices to help us tell the time. Notice that AM and PM are placed at the end to denote whether the time is in the morning or afternoon. They are abbreviations when the 12-hour clock is used. Anti-meridiem or AM means this time is after 12 midnight and before 12 noon. So 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. Post-meridiem or PM means this time is after 12 noon and before 12 midnight. So 12:01 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. Meanwhile, the 24-hour clock, oftentimes called as military clock, since soldiers are the ones mostly used it does not require AM and PM to be written after the time as it starts at 0000 hours, which is 12 midnight. Then back to 0000 after 2359 hours, or that is 11:59 p.m. Instead, age or hours is placed at the end to indicate the use of the 24-hour clock format. So the table below shows the correspondence between 12-hour clock. So we have the 12-hour clock and the 24-hour clock. So sample is 12 midnight. If you're going to write it in 24-hour clock, that is 0000 hours. And then we have also 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. So that is morning. So in 24-hour clock, we have 001 hour after 11:59 hours. And then we have also 12 noon to 11:59 p.m. and that is 1200 hour to 2359 hours. Look at the illustration below, showing how to tell the time using 12-hour and 24-hour clock. So we have the 12-hour clock, so yung 1 to 12, And then we have also the 24-hour clock. So we have also 1 to 12, and then it will continue sa 1, which is 13, and so on and so forth, down to 12, which is 24. So to deepen your understanding about the 12-hour and 24-hour clock, so you can watch the video by using the link below. Let us take a look on this figure below. Have you been to the airport and sees clock with different times? Let us talk about the world time zones and the time in the Philippines. So what you see is the different times at different places in the world are caused by the movement of the earth. So 15 degrees longitude every hour. Since there are 24 hours in a day, there are 24 standard time zones. So that is 24 hours times 15 degrees, that is equivalent to 360 degrees. For example, if it is 5:07 a.m. in London or UK, it is also 5:07 a.m. in the places to the left and right of London and UK. But if it is 6:07 a.m. in Paris, France, it is also 6:07 a.m. in the places to the left and the right of Paris, France. Suppose it is 5:07 a.m. in United Kingdom. What do you think is the time here in the Philippines? To see the relationship of time in certain places to the time in our country, let us take a look at the table below and note that plus means ahead and minus means behind. So we have the Manila, Philippines, and then the second column is the difference from Philippines Standard Time or the PST, and then we have the examples. So let us take a look at Buenos Aires, Argentina. So, ang difference niya sa Philippines or sa Philippine Standard Time is -11. So, that means Friday sa kanila. Kung sa atin is 300 hours, sa Buenos Aires is Friday, and that is 1600 hours. And then we have also the Canberra, Australia, that is +2, that means ahead ng 2 oras sa atin ang Canberra, Australia. So, anong araw sa kanila? So that is Saturday. Kung 3 a.m. or 3 o'clock sa atin, sa kanila is 5 o'clock. Okay, so sa Beijing, China is parehas lang tayo sa Pilipinas. So Saturday and then 300 hours. Okay, and then we have the Cairo, Egypt. We have the Athens, Greece, New Delhi, India. Okay, so ang difference ng Cairo, Egypt is -6. So ibig sabihin, behind sila sa atin ng 6 hours. And then ang Athens, Greece is behind sa atin ng 5 hours. Ang New Delhi, India, behind sa atin ng 2 hours and 30 minutes. And then we have also Tokyo, Japan, which is 1 hour ahead sa atin. And then ang Laos, we have 1 hour behind. And then Wellington, New Zealand, ahead ng 4 hours sa atin. And then Warsaw, Poland, 6 hours behind. And then Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, 5 hours behind. And then Caracas, Venezuela, that is 12 hours and 30 minutes behind sa atin. And then Washington, USA, 12 hours behind. So that is the difference from the Philippine Standard Time. So we will be using the table above in identifying the time in a particular places as how it is related to the time in our country. So now let us apply our understanding both in measuring the time using 12-hour and 24-hour clock and the world time zones and the time in the Philippines in solving word problems. Let us take this first example. A bus leaves Manila at 2210 hours in Thursday and arrives in Baguio hours later. At what time and day did the bus arrive in Baguio? Express your answer both in 12-hour and 24-hour clock formats. So we have to use the Polius 4-step word problem solving. So we have understand. Under understand is what is asked and what are the given data. Then we have the second, which is plan. And then plan what to do. And then we have also solve, show the solution. And then check your answer. So let us solve the problem. So for the understand, ask, at what time and day did the bus arrive in Baguio? Express your answer both in 12 and 24-hour clock format. That is what is asked. And then for the given, a bus leaves in Manila at 2210 hours and arrives in Baguio 6.5 hours later. Next, we have to plan. Now, ano ba yung dapat natin gawin? Add 6.5 hours to 2210 hours, then express the answer both in 12 and 24-hour clock format. Then, right after, we have to solve. So, ano ang gagawin natin nga? Add 6.5 hours to 2210 hours, then express the answers both in 12 and 24-hour clock format. So, 2210 hours is the same as 10:10 p.m. So, that means 6 hours is the same as 6 hours and 30 minutes. So, let us have the solution. So, for 24-hour, so we have 22 plus 6, that is equivalent to 28. So, in one day, we have only 24 hours. So, anong gagawin natin? So, 28 minus 24, we have 4. So, ang minutes natin is, diba 10? No, 10 plus 30, i-add natin yung 30. So, that is equivalent to 40. So, that means 4 hours and 40 minutes for the 24-hour clock format. Now, for the 12-hour, so yung hours natin is 10. Diba 10:10 p.m. ang equivalent ng 22 hours or 22 hundreds and 10 hours. So, we have 10 plus 6, that is equivalent to 16. Okay, so since we are using 12 hours, so minus natin yung 12, then you will get 4. So, in terms of minutes, so we have the same. So, 10 plus 30, that is equivalent to 40. So, that means they arrive in Baguio at 440 hours Friday. So, let us check and look back. If you turn back 6 hours, na kung babalik tayo 6 hours and 30 minutes, and your answer is 2210 hours, then your answer is correct. Now, for learning task number 1, fill in the table by converting from 12-hour to 24-hour clock, and then vice versa. So we have the 12 hours, so 1 to 5. So we have 7:24 a.m. number 1. Number 2 is 3:35 a.m. Number 3 is 6:57 a.m. Number 4, we have 11 a.m. And number 5, we have 7:51 a.m. And then for number 6, we have, okay, so under siya ng 24 hour. So, we have 1200 hour. And then, number 7 is 2245 hour. Number 8 is 12 hour and 1234 hour. And number 9, we have 2350 hours. Number 10 is 2305 hours. Okay, so let us now answer learning task number 1. So number 1, we have already the answer, and that is, so umaga naman yan, di ba? So 7:24 hours. So papalitan lang natin yung AM, no, ng letter H, which is hour. Okay, and then for number 2, so umaga pa rin yan. So 335 hours pa rin. Okay, and then for number 3, we have also 657 hour. And then we have also number 4 rather. So we have 1100 hour. And then for number 5, 7:51 a.m. So umaga kasi lahat. So kaya ang papalitan lang natin is yung letter H. And for number 5, the answer is 751 hours. Okay. So ang given naman sa number 6 down to 10 is 24 hours. So what we are going to do is to convert it into 12-hour format. Okay, so we have 12 hour, that is 12 noon. Okay, for number 7, we have 22 hour, 2245 hour. So equivalent niyan in 12 hour is 10:45 p.m. Okay, and then 1234 hour, equivalent in 12 hours, that is 12:34 p.m. Okay, for number 9, so equivalent to 2350 hours is 11:50 p.m. And for number 10, equivalent is 11:05 p.m. Okay, for learning task number 2, identify the time being asked. So we have the given, number 1 down to number 5, and then we have also the 12-hour and the 24-hour clock format. Okay, so let us now answer learning task number 2. So yung half past midnight, ano ba yan sa 12-hour? That is 12:30 a.m. Half past. Ibig sabihin kalahati na ang lumipas after midnight. And then for the 24-hour, we have 130 hours. Okay, for number 2, 2 hours to 9 p.m. Ibig sabihin, 2 oras bago mag 9 p.m. and that is 7 p.m. So, in 24-hour clock, that is 1900 hours. Okay, for number 3, 5 to 2300 hours. Okay, so in 12-hour, that is 6 p.m. And then for the 24-hour clock, that is 1800. So, and then for number 4, quarter after 100 hours, or 100 hours. Okay, so for the 12-hour clock, quarter after. So that means pagkatapos. No, 15 minutes after 0, 100 hours. So that is 12:15 a.m. And then in 24 hour, it will be written as 0, 115 hours. And then for number 5, 3 hours and 2 minutes before 8:40. So the answer is 5:30 a.m. 5:38 a.m. So balik lang tayo ng 3 hours and 2 minutes. No, before 8:40. And then in 24-hour clock, that is AM naman yan. So papalitan lang natin yung AM ng H, which is hour. So the answer is 538 hours. Okay, for learning task number 3, with the following given time in the Philippines, determine the equivalent time in the given country. Express your answers both in 12-hour and 24-hour clock formats. So we have this. So for number 1, we have 230 hours. And then Buenos Aires, Argentina. And then 5:15 a.m. in the Philippines, in Canberra, Australia. And what time is it? And then for number 3, 6:15 p.m. Caracas, Venezuela. And then number 4, 8:30 p.m. Washington, USA. The number 5, 11:15 a.m. So Athens, Greece naman. So what we are going to do is we will express our answers both in 12-hour and 24-hour clock formats. Okay, so let us now answer number 1. So in number 1, that is equivalent, the Philippine Standard Time is 2:30 a.m. So that means yung 230 hours is equivalent to 2:30 a.m. Now, for Buenos Aires, Argentina, so they are behind 11 hours. No, ibig sabihin, babalik tayo kung mula sa 2:30 a.m., babalikan natin yon, backwards tayo ng 11 hours. So, in 12 hour, that is 3:30 p.m. And then for 24 hour, that is 1,530 hours. Okay, number 2 is 5:15 a.m., the same. But in Canberra, Australia, ayan, so ahead sila sa atin ng 2 hours. So what we are going to do is just add 2 hours sa ating 5:15 a.m. And that will become 7:15 a.m. sa 12 hour. And then sa 24 hour is the same. Palitan lang natin ng hour yung AM. And then for number 3 is 6:15 p.m. So ano ba yung quarter? Is 15 minutes. Okay, so that means 6:15 p.m. But in Caracas, Venezuela, so behind sa atin ang Caracas, Venezuela ng 12 and 30 minutes. Okay, 12 hours and 30 minutes. So in 24 hour, that is equivalent to anong oras na sa Caracas? Kung 6:15 p.m. sa atin, sa Caracas, Venezuela is 5:45 hours. Okay, and then sa 12 hour, that is 5:45 a.m. Okay, and then 8:30 p.m. Half past. So, ibig sabihin, kalahati na yung oras na lumipas ng 8 p.m. So, that is equivalent to 8:30 p.m. And then, ang Washington, USA, that is behind ng 12 hours. So, ibig sabihin, kung 8:30 p.m. sa atin, balik tayo ng 12 hours. Okay? Sa Washington, USA. So, ang 12 hour ay 8:30 a.m. Okay? And then, 830 hours. Okay, for number 5, quarter before 1 a.m. Ano ba yung quarter? Sabi nga natin is quarter is 15, kaya lang before 1 a.m. So, ibig sabihin, quarter to 1, yon, diba? So, that is 12:45 a.m. So, sa Athens, Greece naman, is behind lang sila ng 5 hours sa atin. So, Kung 12:45 AM sa atin, balik tayo ng oras ng 5 oras. No? Pabalik tayo ng 5 oras. So, ang oras sa kanila ay 7:45 PM. And then, ang 24-hour clock format is 1945 hours. Okay? Now, for the assimilation, so this is another problem. So, Jamie is a 5th grade student from Gatid Elementary School. She is advised to answer her first module at 8 AM. She needs 10 minutes to eat her breakfast, 20 minutes to take a bath, 10 minutes to get dressed. If she wants to answer her first subject at 8 AM, what time does Jamie needs to start preparing for her first module? Use the 4 steps in solving word problems and express your answers both in 12-hour and 24-hour clock formats. So here is the solution. So understand, A, what is asked? Time does Jamie need to start preparing for her first module? And what are the given facts? So we have 10 minutes to eat breakfast, 20 minutes to take a bath, 10 minutes to get dressed, and 8 AM. And then plan. Ano ba yung mga dapat nating gawin? A, what operation will be used? Of course, addition and subtraction. Then B, what is the number sentence? So here is the example number sentence. 8 AM minus, we have 10 minutes plus 20 minutes plus 10 minutes. So let us now solve. So 8 AM minus 10 minutes plus 20 minutes plus 10 minutes, that is, so when we add 10 plus 20 plus 10, that is equivalent to 40 minutes. So that is 8 AM minus 40 minutes, and the answer is 7:20 AM. So that means Jamie needs to start preparing at 7:20 AM so that she can be able to answer her first module at exactly 8 AM. Okay, so let us express the answer in 12-hour and 24-hour clock. So for 12-hour clock, 7:20 AM, and for the 24-hour clock, that is 720 hours. So let us now check. So if you add 40 minutes to 7:20, is your answer 8 AM? If so, your answer is correct. Solve for the following word problem. So number 1 problem, a train is leaving Divisoria on Monday late afternoon and is supposed to arrive in Naga at 10:33 AM on Tuesday. If the estimated journey time is 10 hours and 20 minutes, at what time should the train leave Divisoria? Express your answer both in 12-hour and 24-hour clock formats. Okay, so let us now answer. In 12-hour, that is 12:13 AM. Okay, and in 24-hour, that is equivalent to 113 hours. Okay, for number 2, Elijah plans to visit aunt who lives in the town next to theirs. He leaves their town at 9:30 AM Monday. The journey takes 2 hours and 20 minutes. At what time and day will Elijah see his aunt? Okay, let us now answer. The answer is 11:50 AM Monday. Okay, so for number 3 problem, Clarice is an online math teacher in the Philippines and her students are in Canberra, Australia. What time should she go online if her first session starts at 7 AM in Canberra? Okay, Okay, so let us answer number 3. The answer is 5 a.m. Okay, kasi ang Canberra, Australia is ahead sa atin ng 2 hours. Okay, next problem. Luigi was invited by his cousin to visit Canada. The trip from Philippines to Canada is 14 hours and 30 minutes. If the plane left the Philippines at 6 a.m., what time will she be able to arrive in Canada? Okay, so ang answer is 8:30 p.m. So, ano ang dapat natin gawin? So, 6 a.m., umalis dito sa Pilipinas. So, ang biyahe or ang trip is 14 hours and 30 minutes. So, what we are going to do is we will just add 14 hours and that is 8:30 p.m. Okay, number 5, Tony lives in Japan. His brother Andre lives in the Philippines. Their grandmother is in India and wants both boys to call at 2 p.m. in Japan and in the Philippine time. Letter A, what time in India will Tony call and what time in India will Andre call? Okay, so for letter A, the answer is 10:30 a.m. So for letter B, that is 11:30 a.m. Okay, so Japan would be ahead of 3 hours and 30 minutes in India. And Philippines would be ahead of 2 hours and 30 minutes in India. Okay, kasi ang Japan naman is 1 hour ahead sa atin. Okay. Further reflection, write your personal insights about the lesson using the prompts below. So I understand that, I realized that I need to learn more about blank. And that concludes our topic about time measurement. Thank you very much and God bless everyone.